Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by, and today we'll be taking TEQ Janemba and EZA STR Janemba into the legendary Goku event to kind of get a feel for them, for both of them, for the EZA and the TEQ Janemba that just came out with the Pikkon and Janemba banners. So kind of the general consensus I've been getting on the STR Janemba is that he's, actually pretty good. And basically is improved in all of his faults that he had before, while TEQ Janemba is kind of looked down upon as more of a mid-tier, low-tier type of Dokkan Fest unit, right? Because he doesn't do a lot of damage, he can tank fairly well, but he doesn't link very well, right? So he has quite a few faults there, and his transformation condition is a little... Whoa, was that 2.6 million on the STR Janemba? Oh my god. That is a huge, significant difference from what he had before his EZA. I think before he would maybe hit over 1 million, and now he's just doing it with relative ease. That is actually really crazy. But yeah, so with TEQ Janemba, part of his kit being wonky, the first part is fine, right? It's 120 attack and defense, and he guards all attacks, which is actually just amazing. But then he has this kind of support ability where he gives his entire team +2 key and 30 attack and defense, but it's not a passive. You have to activate it, and to activate it you have to get 4 type key spheres. So 4 red, 4 green, any color. And if you don't get those, you don't get the passive effect, which is what I think really turns people off from the Janemba, unfortunately. Because you have units like, Transforming Cooler, who runs Transformation Boost, and he does all of that, like tanking fairly well, doing a lot of damage, having a support passive ability, and it just does it automatically. While Janemba kind of just has to activate it and can sometimes struggle to do so. On the flip side, he can also reduce damage by an additional 30% if he gets 2 rainbow orbs, so he can become insanely tanky. So, I mean, he does have a lot of things going for him, and then he has a lot of things that are just detracting from him at the same time. So, he's just a little mysterious bag of wonders. I personally, so far, haven't really minded using him. I mean, yeah, if you get bad key spheres and you can't activate his passive, it does suck. But his tanking, for me, personally, makes up for it. But at the same time, it's like, how many other units are there out there that do what he does with it, does it better? Be it damage, tanking, support, like I said earlier, Strength Cooler is a prime example of that. Doing all that relatively easy in comparison. I don't think we can trigger his support passive here, huh? But we can get the 2 rainbow orbs, so we'll get that for the defense or damage reduction. And with STR Janemba, he's good to go. We'll get this one since he's already at max key. And let me look here. It doesn't really matter who he hits. I probably should have just taken the single solo red orb at the bottom right, but it should be fine. But yeah, anyways, I think one of the big things for him too is that he's a dual Dokkan Fest exclusive unit, right? Like, before we had Zamasu and Trunks, both are relatively amazing units, and they came out together at the same time. You had Gogeta, AGL, and Physical Broly came out at the same time. Both were great units. Then you have this guy and Pikkon, and I actually don't own Pikkon, but I've heard nothing but universal praise for him. Like, he kind of does a little bit of everything, right? Damage, defense, support, kind of like what Janemba should be doing, but on a much bigger scale too. And I messed that up right there. Oh boy. It should be fine, though. We'll need to get these 3 to super, I think, yeah. And so, he basically kind of fixes a lot of the weaknesses that Janemba has. Not to mention, he has a complete different... I mean, and that's another thing, too, they're categories, right? Like, Janemba is only on 3 categories. So that also is a big detractor. Fortunately, 2 of the 3 categories that he's actually on... which is Transformation Boost and Movie Bosses, are both relatively popular and strong teams. The team that he actually leaves, though, Corroded Body and Mind, is brand new, but it doesn't really have a lot of units going for it currently. I mean, once they release, like, more baby units, more black units, it'll diversify itself, but right now it's just kind of restricted. Yeah, let's just go with the transformation and see how he does in his transform state. I believe he does lose his support passive when he's transformed. Yeah, he does. But he has a dodging mechanic that I believe he gets a 10% extra chance to dodge every time he dodges, that I think resets at the end of the turn. I don't think it's permanent, judging by the wording of the card at the very least, but we can test it out and find out. I think I'll leave these two on rotation. Yeah, and how many, let's see, let's take a look at them. How many key spheres, rainbow key spheres, does he need to activate it? Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to either rainbow key spheres or type spheres, may be the same type, plus an additional 40% attack with 3 or more type key spheres obtained, and a high chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, with a rainbow key sphere obtained. Oh, okay, so the dodging passive that I was talking about earlier was for the Strength EZA Janemba. They added that to his kit. Okay. So he gets the attack as long as we get 3 type spheres, which we can easily get here. Ooh, I really don't know if I want... I should have switched those two around since the Janemba's... Well, we can test out his defense, right? He's about to get hit 3 times by Super Saiyan 3 AGL Goku, but we'll see how he does. I'm really curious to see how well he tanks. Goku with the Super Kamehameha on the TEQ Janemba. 43k, that's not bad. And 26.6k. I honestly don't have a big issue with that damage number right there. I mean, yeah, it could be bigger, 2.4k from the Strength Janemba. It could be bigger for sure, though, especially when you compare him to units like, you know, the recently released Dokkan Fest exclusive Int Gogeta, and then the Int Broly that we got for Saiyan Day. They hit a heck of a lot harder, and they have other little, just really cool mechanics to their kit, with Broly being a relentless attacker, and Gogeta being able to counter and be, you know, effective against all types. So, I mean, and they're also just really fun to use. Ooh, I don't want to put him there. Yeah, that's probably the best spot. Yeah, we'll stick you there, and he only needs 1. Yeah, we'll just take the red key orb. But yeah, just like... that's just the issue. If this guy was released like a year ago, I think he would have been better received, but there have just been so many really popular and very powerful Dokkan Fest exclusives that have come out since then, that it really kind of just brings him down in comparison. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think he's a great unit. I think he's fine as he is. You know, he'll help you complete, you know, your missions for your Super Battle Road. If you take him to, you know, Super AGL, for example, you pull him, you know, you still have a really good Extreme TEQ unit. And that's another thing, too, is that Extreme TEQ in general doesn't have a lot of really strong units going for it right now. So that might be another reason why I feel people are kind of disappointed. You know, they really needed just another really top-tier unit, and they unfortunately did not get it with this guy. But it is what it is. I personally like him. If I were to like, classify him, like, from, let's say, D to S on a tier list, I would put him at probably a B. Yeah, probably a B. And then for the EZA Strength Janemba, I mean, he's hitting hard, he's tanking hard. Or tanking well, I should say. He's definitely an A in my book. I mean, he definitely feels very similar to the Int Janemba, right? And that was the old school EZA Int Janemba that we got, what was it, like a year and a half, 2 years ago now? They function very similarly. And that's another thing too, like while he's good, I think he could have been better. Because he came out later than Int Janemba, and his EZA came out much later. So why is he only just as good as the unit that's 2 years old now on his EZA? I don't understand that. But despite that, I'm still really liking what he does. Let's take a look at defenses here. Ooh, yeah, strength Majin Vegeta isn't going to take as well, but they're both going to get hit 3 times. But he gets defense depending on how many orbs I pick up, so yeah. We'll grab that. That puts him up to 110k. And can I activate the passive? No, but I can activate the damage reduction. So that should be fine. Alright, Dokkan mode, kind of curious to see how much this will do. I actually haven't played with the EZA Strength Majin Vegeta too much since his release, so this is kind of a nice time to really see what he can do. Alright, attack all, and we are going to hit a 3.4k crit. Alright, not bad. I mean, we only grabbed, what, 5 orbs for that, too? And you know what I completely forgot about bringing this tech, transforming Majin Vegeta, is that I don't even think he can transform in the LGE. Let me see. It's been a hot minute since I've used him as well. Let's see. Boost when facing only one enemy whose HP is 80% or more, starting from... oh. From the third turn from the start of battle. Okay, I guess I've just been pretty unlucky getting him on rotation at the right time. Cooler's gonna get bodied if I keep him there, so we're going to... Both attacks, they're gonna both get hit 3 times from the front and the back. So it's kind of gonna be up to RNG who's gonna take more. Strength Janemba has 127 guards. Does TEQ Janemba guard all as well? No, he doesn't. He loses that guard, but he does have a high chance of evading, which I think is 50%. Alright, so... yeah, we'll put him in the front. I wanna see more of his damage anyways. I'm gonna grab this, and let's see if we can manipulate the orbs for my units for the next turn. I'm thinking at this rate, Majin Vegeta won't even transform until Goku is at least in UI form. I just don't see him transforming now. Especially since he's going to take a pretty decent chunk of damage from Janemba right now. Ooh, only 1.2k? Yeesh. I mean, he didn't crit or anything, but that's still kind of... 2.2k from the Strength Janemba, which is still, like I said, just such a big upgrade from what he used to have. And, you know, there's type advantage, too, that Goku has, so the damage doesn't surprise me. Is he not 80% or more? I feel like Vegeta should have transformed there. Interesting. Well, we have a lot of orbs here for Majin Vegeta, so we're going to pick him up here. Get those for him, and there we go. Yeah, and I think Majin Vegeta, TEQ Majin Vegeta, actually starts out as a super unit, right? And when he transforms, he becomes extreme then. Which is kind of a problem with Strength Goku Black, because Goku Black gives only extreme type allies to the defense and the ki, yeah? So he's not as tanky right now as he could be. And we took a lot of damage there, unfortunate. 2.8 from TEQ Majin Vegeta though, really nice. Untransformed as well. Oh, an additional as well, getting the crits in. Well, I think he definitely supered the second best unit he could have. The, Legendary Goku Event Goku. If he hit Rose, this probably would have been over. Yeah, he would have definitely died. Oh, so at the very least they link together when they're transformed and untransformed, since they have different names. I want to use an item here. We'll use an Android 8 since we have so much HP lost. Yeah, that feels pretty good. And let's see, 141 on Janemba. Well, I should say Fat Janemba, and 218 on Super Janemba. Let's see. Can I trigger your passive? Yes, I can. Alright. Got the rainbow orbs for the TEQ Janemba, and we'll get as few as we can for Int Cooler. I'm honestly hoping we can kill him before the attacks start setting in on Int Cooler, but we'll see what happens. So he's supering Janemba right now. I'm very curious to see the numbers here. Wow, only 33k. I mean, Janemba does have type advantage, but I mean which kind of negates the fact that he guards all attacks, at least in this scenario. But he does have that 120% attack and defense kind of rolling for him as well. Come on, Janemba, finish him. There we go, that's what we like to see. And finally, Majin Vegeta showing his face. There we go. Yeah, I totally forgot that your opponent needed to be 80% or higher by turn 3 to transform him, so that's a little bit of a nuisance, but even untransformed he's been performing pretty well. Let's see. Who do I want tanking this shot? I mean, we have more HP, so probably... Actually, I'm filling the Strength Majin Vegeta. Especially since we can get a pretty significant amount of orbs with him. Can we super with Janemba? We cannot. So we'll clear these out of the way and try to get supers going for our units to the next turn. Super Arm Majin Vegeta for 234k. Ow. But we're going to return the favor here for 3.2 million. Alright, 2 million crit. Definitely not too bad. And he is only taking double digits from the regular auto attacks from Goku. 3.2 million. I think he's effective against all types too if you get X amount of rainbow orbs. Beautiful, beautiful. And an additional as well. Oh, and an additional super. Alright, I'll take it. Man, they really need to update that SA though on the Strength Janemba. It does not look good compared to most of the other 120% leads from back in the day. Ooh, I'm gonna have to use an item if I keep Rose at the end there, huh? Yeah. We will go with Princess Snake. That's 30% damage reduction and heal. Actually, I don't know if that's enough. We'll use an Icarus as well. Additional 35%, so we should be good there. So we'll trigger the 30% passive and key there. 3 orbs for the 40% damage boost on the TEQ Janemba. And we'll just get 1 orb here for the Strength Rose. Yeah, like the damage received here really doesn't matter too much because of the item usage. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get 2, maybe 3-digit attacks from Goku when you have a Princess Snake and an Icarus up at the same time. Oh, that damage is not good, though. I really feel like they could have given the TEQ, not evolved, but the TEQ Transformed Janemba maybe an additional guaranteed super attack. I think that would have made him significantly better. And maybe maintain his guard all attacks ability that he had from his untransformed state, but what do I know? I think he would have been better received then, for sure. 148, sorry, on the TEQ Majin Vegeta. We get 2 rainbow orbs. I think it's 2 rainbow orbs, right? To get the attacks effective against all types. Oh, it's just 3 or more key spheres. And then he guards attacks with 6 or more key spheres obtained. Okay. I'm mixing him up a little bit with the Super Saiyan 3 in Goku that he came out with. They kind of have some similar abilities. So 3 million from our boy Majin Vegeta here. I think mine has 20%, not 20%, actually yeah, 20 crit. But no crits that time. Here we go with TEQ Vegeta. I'm thinking this is going to hit pretty hard. 1.5 million. Okay, I'm actually really glad he supered him instead. Wow, only double digits. Well, we still have the Icarus from last turn. That's right. Yeah, Cooler would be taking so much more damage right now otherwise, so... Okay, so now we got the 2 big boys back on rotation. I'm just going to grab all of these for the Strength Janemba, get those out of the way. Here we go. That should fully activate his passive. And that'll be the attack and defense buff for the TEQ Janemba. Yeah, like, it's a little bit of a hassle to get the orbs, but so far I haven't had too much trouble. I mean, I think people just don't appreciate the hassle, and it could just be something that's there from the get-go, and I understand that. That'll definitely put him lower on any tier list. But I don't think he's as bad as people claim him to be. Alright, let's move on to the last stage here. See if we can get through it. TEQ Majin Vegeta's gonna have a bad time here. We have plenty of orbs for strength, so let's grab these. That'll put him at 207k. And I think TEQ Majin Vegeta guards at 6 orbs, right? key spheres. Okay. And it doesn't specify what type either, so it can be any... Oh, no. You know what? Let's just see what happens, yeah? Let's see what happens. Yeah, we'll get these as well. I need to get as much damage in as possible. Need Rose to kind of step in and do so. Oh. We had a 4.1 million stat there, and Goku decided to dodge. Oh, God. At least he's supering him instead. I'm thinking this might do like 100k? 176k. Ugh. It's still better than like 250, so I'll take it. And I'd rather he hit the Strength Vegeta instead of going after our TEQ Majin Vegeta, who would have absolutely gotten just blasted there. I'm actually really curious to see what they'll do with Strength Rose's EZA whenever we get to it. Ooh. What were those 110k auto attacks? Jeez. Alright, we gotta use an 8 for this one. A lot of attacks at the end there. I can't really afford to put him there. Yeah, that looks good. Let's grab these. I want to get as many orbs as I can with Janemba. So he should have the dodge mechanic activated, as well as the 40% attack, so that should be good. I mean, it's a 50% chance to dodge. You can't really go wrong there. Though I think I would have definitely preferred if he just guarded all attacks. Alright, not a big deal if Goku dodges that. That wasn't going to do much anyways. 2.3k. I mean, he's not linked up with the other Janemba, but it's like, still. And, of course, yeah, type advantage favoring Goku there. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, if he gets us, and that's fine. There we go, guard all attacks right there. 6 or more, and then... That's 2 rainbow, but only 3 colored spheres. Yeah, I think he needs the extra damage reduction against this Goku. So we'll get the rainbow key spheres instead of the type. We'll kind of just forego the passive effect, support passive effect, and just... Oh! Ow! 282k. I don't know if we're going to make it through this turn. Still, Majin Vegeta's putting up some really nice numbers. I mean, he's definitely going to, given his passive, where he gets an additional 6% if you're facing a Goku's Family category unit. So, I mean, he's definitely going to have his best display here, but still, it's still always nice to see Vegeta outputting some huge numbers. Let's see what he takes. Very nice, only double digits. And he has type disadvantage as well. That's the power of guarding, I suppose. Alright, so he dodged Janemba there, but it wasn't going to really matter. It's not like he was going to do a lot of damage. Ooh, a lot of attacks from all over the place, huh? Okay, we'll use a Whis and another Princess Snake. Yeah, because Black and Metal Cooler just... Yeah, they have no defense. They're going to get blasted. Alright, and we'll grab these 2 here. Leave as many colored key spheres as we can for the Janembas. Yeah, still... I mean, the fact that he's like a support unit, Goku Black can really pump out some pretty big numbers, all things considering. Alright, 2.6... Oh man, I'm just really happy with the damage upgrade they gave him. Not happy with the Goku dodge, though. Really. Really. Alright, double digits. Curious to see what he takes here from the super. Well, we have 2 items up, so he's probably going to take 2 double digits from this one as well. Yeah. Just 5 more bars to go and we'll get this guy down. And we have no units here that have any type advantage against this Goku. I mean, technically, TEQ Majin Vegeta can, but... You know what? Here we go. And then... 7 orbs here for the Strength Vegeta. Ooh, I don't think... It's 3 color spheres, huh? Well, let's see what happens. Oh, we have a Dokkan attack as well, so... We'll just see how this goes. Very curious to see how much damage he's going to output here. I mean, he's got his best linking partner. No support besides that, but still. I need to double check what link level this guy's at, too. I leveled him up a little bit, but he's not 10 or max or anything like that. He might just have, like, maybe 5 across the board at everything at link level 5. 2.8 million, alright. And that'll be HP that we can heal, assuming we live till the next turn. Kind of worried about the damage that Janemba's going to take, since I wasn't able to activate his passive in any way, shape, or form. Oh man, this could be the coup de grace right here. Goku knows, man. He knows the right time to destroy your team. 258. I think that's pretty much like the max damage he can do to most units these days, huh? Alright, so we did heal from half to about 85%. That's pretty good. Alright, strength here. He can't super yet, but I can get these orbs with the TEQ Janemba. Yeah, and that should give him the key. There we go. The super. Yeah, like, if it was just a passive plus 2 key and attack and defense plus 30%, that wouldn't have even been an issue. Like, if I didn't have those orbs, this Janemba would not have been able to super, so I definitely understand the grievances with the card. And then 1.5 million, that's just so low for a Dokkan Fest exclusive. I mean, yeah, I get he's untransformed, but even when he's transformed, it barely goes over an extra million, if that. You know, when you have guys comparative, like Strength Cooler, who can transform and do like 4 million attack and get auto guaranteed crits and additionals, it's just ridiculous. Alright. Let's go over here. That's 7 orbs. That's perfect for him. If they don't kill him by the time we get the cooler, we're probably dead. I have a feeling this is going to do like 300k or something to that extent. Yep. 3.8 though. Please hit. Please hit. Oh, just a little bit more. Come on. You can do it, TEQ Module Vegeta. You can do it! Yeah, that's going to hit. That should finish him. Alright. And that was Legendary Goku Event with the new TEQ Janemba, TEQ Transforming Janemba, and the EZA STR Janemba. Honestly, really impressed with the Strength Janemba. He barely took any damage, and his damage was so much better than it used to be. But the TEQ Janemba is just... He's pretty mid-tier, I would say. Maybe a little bit above that. It just depends on the conditioning, right? Like if he can get those orbs or if he can't. It just kind of depends on how often that happens. I mean, 4 or more type key spheres is a little much, I think. If it was 3, I think it'd be better received. And I think if he only needed 1 rainbow key sphere for that extra damage reduction, it would be significantly better. But I personally don't find a big issue with 2 as it is. But yeah, guys, that'll be all for today. I appreciate you watching to the very end. I'll be back later on with another video. Probably going to take these guys into Super Battle Road and see how they fare there, since Super Battle Road is significantly different than Legendary Goku Event, being that it's a much shorter event for these units. So I want to see how they stack up there. But yeah, until next time, later.